Dear students, in this video, we are going to see the chapter microorganism. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the microorganisms like virus, bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoans, prions, and virions. Microorganisms are very small in size, so we can't see through our naked eye. With the help of the microscope only we can see, so that it is some microorganism or microbes. Then the science that deals with the study of microorganism. Microorganism pathana studies ku the term is called microbiology. Microorganism will present in everywhere. It will found in air, water, soil, even inside of our bodies also we contains many microorganisms. So during the unfavorable condition it is not favorable temperature or a pH or otherwise salt concentration. So like some environmental condition is not favorable means the microorganisms remain inactive. But during the time of favorable condition, favorable temperature, favorable water concentration, that pH concentration, everything means they will become active. So microorganisms we are going to study under the 5 categories. The first one is virus, second bacteria, then fungi, then algae, and at last protozoa. First, we are going to focus the virus. Viruses are small particles made up of genetic material. Genetic material in the sense it may be a DNA or it may be a RNA, and it contains proteins. So this is an intermediate form of living and non-living things. So non-living characterism irukum, living characterism irukum. So virus is an intermediate form. But as in term in Latin, virus means it is called poison. Virus is the intracellular obligatory parasite. So that means inside of the cell, ஒரு living செல்லுக்குள்ளே இருக்கிறப்ப வைரஸ் ஒரு லிவிங் திங்கை ஆக்ட் பண்ணும். ஸோ இஃப் இட் இஸ் ப்ரெசன்ட் இன் த சரௌண்டிங், லிவிங் இல்லாத இடத்துல இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா இட் வில் பி ஆக்ட் அஸ் அ நான் லிவிங் திங். ஸோ த ஸ்டடி ஆஃப் வைரஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அ வைராலஜி. Viruses are very small in size. Comparing to the bacteria, it is 10,000 times smaller than bacteria. So even bacteria we can see through the light microscope, but virus we can see only through the electron microscope, not in a normal light microscope we can't see the viruses. So with the help of the electron microscope only we can see the virus. Viruses have different types of shape. It may be a rod shape, or it may be a spherical shape, or it may be like some other irregular shapes also. The virus contains the core, that is a genetic material. It may be a DNA or it may be a RNA. So DNA genetic material irundha virus alla DNA virus அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். RNA genetic material irundha that is called RNA viruses. So in the virus genetic material will be surrounded by the protein coat. Okay, in some viruses the protein coat is covered by the envelope all made up ஆயிருக்கும், like proteins, lipids and carbohydrates. So in the envelope some of the spikes will be present in the, that is called virus particles. So these spikes will helping for the host cell. So like coronavirus is, now we can know that coronavirus is also a enveloped virus. So that only if you are washing the hand, the enveloped virus அப்படின்றனால it contains the proteins and lipids. If you are using the sanitizer or soap solution, soap வச்சு நம்ம வாஷ் பண்ணுறப்ப அதிலிருந்து கிரியேட் ஆகிற அந்த சோப்போட ஃபோம்ஸ்னால திஸ் envelope will break, so that கொரோனாவிலேருந்து we can protect ourselves. And corona also having some spikes, அந்த pictures பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. So that is called spikes. The spikes will be looking like a crown shape, so that it is crown. Latinல crown அப்படின்னா it is called corona, so that it is called as a coronavirus. So viruses can cause many diseases to the plants and animals, even human beings. Human beings நிறைய diseases like AIDS, as well as corona is causing some diseases. Common cold ல இருந்து AIDS வரைக்கும் many diseases will caused by the viruses. So this is the shapes of the virus. The first one is a bacteriophage. So bacteriophage is a complex virus. This virus will affect the bacteria. And the next one, spherical shape, that is influenza virus. Influenza disease in human beings, it will cause the disease to human beings, influenza. And third one is the helical shape, tobacco mosaic virus. So this virus will affecting the plants or tobacco plants வந்து affect பண்ணும். So these are the three viruses they gave. First one is the bacteriophage, will affect the bacteria. Then second one, influenza virus, will affect the influenza to humans and some animals. And then third one is the plant virus, it will affect the plants. Next we are going to focus the bacteria. Bacteria are single celled prokaryotes. Single cell means it is made up of only one unicell, single cell, one cell alone, and it is a prokaryote. Prokaryote means the cells they have inside the nucleus without proper nuclei. There is no proper nuclear membrane covering irukadu. Their nucleus should not be covered by the nuclear membrane, and it is not a definite shape. So that it is called as a prokaryotes. So they are considered to be the first living organism on the earth, complete living organism, because virus la vandu some non living characters irukku. So that bacteria are considered as the first living organism on the earth. Bacteria can be grouped under the kingdom Monera அப்படின்ற kingdom கீழ வருது. The study of bacteria is called as a bacteriology. The size of the bacteria will range from 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. Based on the respiration, bacteria is divided into two types, aerobic bacteria and anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic means it requires the oxygen for respiration. If it is requires oxygen means that is called aerobic bacteria. If they don't require the oxygen is not necessary for the respiration means that is called anaerobic bacteria. Now we are going to discuss the characteristics of virus. Already I told virus have both living and non-living characters. Living characters in the sense viruses are responding to the heat, chemicals and radiation. So how we are responding to the heat? At the same way that virus also responding. They reproduce inside the host cells. So inside of the or living cell oda host அப்படின்ற செல்லுக்குள்ள it will reproduce ஆகி many copies of form ஆகும், reproduction நடக்கும். So these are all the living characters. Non living characters in the sense living cell ஓட பாடியில் இல்லை என்விரான்மெண்ட்டில் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா it will be inactive, எந்த ஒரு ஒர்க்கும் பண்ணாது, இன்ஆக்டிவாக இருக்கும். they can be crystallized and stored for very long time. crystals ஃபார்ம் ஆகி ரொம்ப it will be stored for long time, like other non living things மாதிரி it will be remain inactive. So these are the characteristics of viruses. Next we are going to see the cell structure of bacteria. So bacterial cell is outer covering known as a cell wall. So the nuclear material is represented as a nucleoid without nuclear membrane. It is not a nucleus. Well defined nucleus irundhuchuna that is a eukaryotes. But bacteria is a prokaryote. So there is no well defined nucleus as well as there is no nuclear membrane. And extra chromosomal DNA. So original genetic material kurikkudiya DNA thavira some extra DNA also present, that is called plasma, that also will present in the cytoplasm. Protein synthesis by means of 70S ribosome. And some other cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, that are all absent in bacteria because it is a prokaryotes, but it having the flagellas. So flagellas will helping for the locomotion, that is for movement of bacteria by means of the flagella. Next we are going to see the classification of bacteria. Bacteria will be classified according to the shape of the cells. First one is bacilli. Bacilli is having the rod shaped bacteria. The bacteria will be rod like structure. The example Bacillus anthracis. The second one is spirilla, that is spiral shaped bacteria. Spiral means it will be twisting. So spring mori structure is called spirilla. Example Helicobacter pylori. Then cocci. Cocci means spherical shaped, round or ball shaped bacteria. If it is two bacteria joined together, two cocci, two balls joined together means it is called as a Diplococcus. Diplococcus. Chain like structures. ஒரு stringல chains மாதிரி நிறைய spiracles joined ஆயிருந்துச்சு, it means that is called as a Streptococcus. If it is bunches means that is called Staphylococcus. Comma shaped bacteria means that is called Vibrio. So this picture shows the cocci, round shaped bacteria, and rod shaped bacilli, and spring shaped spirilla, and comma shaped Vibrio also present. So these are all the shapes of bacteria. Bacteria also classified according to the number and arrangement of flagella. So the second type of classification is based on the number and arrangement of flagellas. They are so first one is a monotrichous. Mono means single. Single flagella at one end present means that is called as a monotrichous. Example, Vibrio cholerae. Lophotrichous means tuft of flagella. Tuft in the sense bunch of flagella. ஒரு கொத்து மாதிரி நிறைய flagella வந்து ஒரு எண்டில் லொக்கேட் ஆயிருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called Lophotrichous. Example, Pseudomonas. ஸோ ரெண்டு டைப் ஆஃப் போத் ends ரெண்டு எண்டிலையுமே tuft of flagellas will present. கொத்தா ரெண்டு எண்டிலையும் இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called Amphitrichous. Example, Rhodospirillum ruberum. And next one is a peritrichous. Flagella is round. Entire bacteria full வந்து flagella cover ஆயிருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called peritrichous. Example, coli. Then atrichous means without flagella. There is no flagella means that condition is called as a atrichous. Example, Corynebacterium diphtheriae. So these are all the classification of bacteria based on the flagellation. Bacteria get their food by means of two ways, that is photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. Photosynthetic bacteria, they will do the photosynthesis with the help of the sunlight and they make their own food. That condition of bacteria is called as photosynthetic bacteria. Example, cyanobacteria. And some of the bacteria that will live in the harsh environment using the chemicals. Using the chemicals like ammonia, hydrogen sulfate, they can produce their own food and instead of utilizing the energy from the sun. So this type of process is called as a chemosynthesis. Okay, some other type of bacteria, they will do the symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic in the sense mutual exchange. Some of the E. coli lives in the intestine of man. So this E. coli will get the food from human itself. So this is called symbiotic relationship. And the bacteria will reproduce. Reproduction in the sense they will produce the young one by means of fission. That fission is maybe a binary fission or multiple fission. Binary means two. So one single cell or parent cell ரெண்டு daughter cell divide ஆகிறது. One parent cell become a two daughter cell means that is binary fission. One parent cell become many daughter cell means that condition is called as a multiple fission. So this is about bacteria. Next we are going to focus the fungi. Fungi are a group of eukaryotic organism. Already we know about the prokaryotes. Prokaryotes means they don't have a definite nucleus. But eukaryote means they have a definite nucleus and the nucleus will covered by the nuclear membrane. But these fungi, they lack the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, there is no chlorophyll means they can't do the photosynthesis. So they grow in the dark environment. They may be unicellular, single cellular, or it may be a many-cellular. Okay, it is made up of multicellulars. They are found in all kinds of habitat. It may be a warmer place or it may be a cold place, it will be located. They are included under the kingdom fungi. The study of fungi is called as a mycology. Some of the fungi are macroscopic. Without the microscope we can see. For example, mushroom. Mushroom is a fungi, but we can see through our naked eyes. So they are considered as a macroscopic. Some microscopic fungi also will present. So there are around 70,000 species of fungi will living in the world. Here we are going to discuss the yeast. Yeast is one of the unicellular fungi. It is made up of only single cell. Yeast are found freely in the atmosphere. Yeast grow in all the kinds of media containing sugar. If it is sugar containing media, it will be easily grow. The cells are oval in shape and containing the cell wall and nucleus. Nucleus is covered with a nuclear membrane and the cytoplasm is having granules, small granules and have a vacuoles. Vacuoles means it's an empty space. Then organelles will present, mitochondria like some organelles also will present, and it contains the glycogen and oil globules. Oil globules means oil round shape it will be located. Yeasts or aid in the fermentation process. The important fermentation process by producing the enzyme called zymase. நம்ம வீட்டில் மாவாட்டுறக்கூடிய இட்லி தோசை பேட்டர் வந்து புளிக்கிறது by means of this fermentation process. Then பேக்கரியில் ஈஸ்ட்டை யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். பேக்கரியில் மாவு வந்து அந்த டவ் வந்து பெருசாகிறதுக்கு. It is leavening the bread as well as breweries. Wines preparation, so these are all helping. That is called process called fermentation by means of the yeast. Next we are going to discuss the algae. Algae is a very simple plant like a eukaryotic organism. It is looking like a plant. They are found in it is found in the moist habitat, like moisture content, humid content, கொஞ்சம் watery content இருக்கக்கூடிய placesல it will be located, and is rich in chlorophyll, so they will do the photosynthesis. It can be seen the thin film on the surface of the lakes and ponds lana or green color patches full located, so they are known as a grass of water ku mele vandu அப்படியே patches irukum. It will be looking green in color, and they can autotrophic, they can produce their own food by means of the sunlight with the help of the chloroplast. The chloroplast contain the chlorophyll. If it is a chlorophyll, that is a green pigment, they are helping for the photosynthesis. The study of algae is called as a algology, or otherwise called as a phycology. This is the different types of algae: Chlamydomonas, Bolbaks, Althorax, Ubwa, and Hydrodictylon. So these are the different types of algae. The size varies from 1 micron to 50 meter. That means very small to and very large. Algae may be unicellular and microscopic like Chlamydomonas, that are made up of only single cell and we can't see through our naked eye. That is, with the help of the microscope only we can see. And it may be a multicellular, it is made up of many cells, and it is macroscopic. With the naked eye we can see, example sargassum. So unicellular algae are exhibit varieties of shape. It may be a spherical shape, or it may be a rod shape, or a spindle shape. Multicellular algae they will form a different types of filaments with branches. So in this chapter we are going to discuss one of the unicellular algae, Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is a simple unicellular, that means made up of single cell, and it is a motile. Motile means moving fresh water. It will be located in a freshwater algae. They are oval or spherical or pyriform shape. Pyriform means it is looking like a pearl shape. It is commonly found in our ponds and ditches and water tanks. They have a narrow anterior end and broad posterior end. So upper part will be anterior, end will be very narrow and broad in the posterior part. The cell is surrounded by the thin and fine cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose material. Cytoplasm is present between the cell membrane and chloroplast. The cell contains the very large nucleus, very large and dark nucleus inside the cup-shaped chloroplast. The chloroplast will be cup in shape. Inside that the nucleus will be located. The anterior part having the two flagella. The flagella is helping for the locomotion, that means movement. Then they have a contractile vacuoles. So vacuoles will present inside. Vacuoles means it is an empty space, and at the base of each flagellum it contains a vacuoles. The anterior end of the chloroplast contains the small red colored eye spot. So this Chlamydomonas exhibit both sexual reproduction as well as asexual mode of reproduction. This is about the algae. Next we are going to focus the protozoans. In the Greek, proto means the first, zoon means animal. So it is a single celled eukaryotes. They are included under the kingdom Protista. The study of protozoan is called as a protozoology. So they are found in the ponds, ocean, moist soil. So and in the cells and tissues of plants and animals causing some of the diseases, protozoan diseases. They are ranges from 2 to 200 microns. The protozoans have some specialized organelles. So these organelles helping for the movement, and they are taking the food feeding. So these are all about the protozoans. The types of protozoans are, it is a ciliates, the presence of cilia for locomotion, small hair-like outgrowth. Example, paramecium. And the flagella. Flagella means it is a very long flagella. It is helping for locomotion. Example, Euglena. Then they have a pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means there is like a false leg. Pseudo means false. Pods mean leg. They have presence of pseudopodia. It is helping for locomotion. Example, amoeba. And they have a sporozoans. It will produce the spores like a parasites. Example, plasmodium. This picture shows some of the common protozoans like a paramecium. It contains a small hair-like growth cilia, and Euglena. Euglena contains the flagella. It is a very long flagella for locomotion. And plasmodium. Plasmodium will produce the spores. And now we are going to discuss the protozoans like amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular microscopic organism. With the help of microscope only we can see. It is found in the ponds. Amoeba is irregular in shape. It has a definite cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. It is a protozoan, so that moves with the help of the pseudopodia, that means false feet. Pseudopodia are the extended part of the cell membrane. From the cell membrane ஒரு part மட்டும் extend ஆகும். It helps to catch the food. That is, it will eat the protozoans, eat the algae as a prey. It will catch the prey with the help of the pseudopodia. The body flows around the food. Food particles சுத்தி body full cover ஆகி, then it will be engulfing into the food vacuoles. Then it contractile vacuoles seen in the cytoplasm. It is helping for the excretion, that means removal of waste material. Amoeba will reproduce by means of fission and sporulation. Fission means it is divided into two daughter cells, and sporulation means it will produce some of the spores. So this is about protozoa. Next we are going to discuss the prions. Prion, the word is coming from the proteinous infectious particle. So prions have neither a DNA or it may be RNA to transmit the infection. Prion is muted form. It is usually harmless protein. This may cause the disease by affecting the brain or neural tissue. Example, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease or Kuru, which is associated with cannibalism. This is about prions. Next we are going to see the virions. Virion is the entire virus particle consisting of an outer protein shell called capsid and inner core material, the nucleic acid. It may be a DNA or it may be a RNA. If the virus is found in the outside of the cell, that is extracellular, it is known as a virion. If it is present inside the cell, it is called as a virus. The virion has the capacity to infect the living tissue. So this is the structure of the virion. So in this video we discussed about all the microorganisms. Thank you children.